Hello. I hope you can see me. Oh, it looks like this is not horizontal. Well, that's okay. If you can see the art. I'm going to play with some felt tip pens today. I have some watercolor ones. There we go. And here they are, nice set. I tend to like a huge palette when I work with watercolor, felt tips, or markers. We called them felt tips back in my day because the tip was actually made out of felt. Now they're not, and they're better. These are brush tips, which I really like. And they've got a fine point on the end, which I also really like. And just in case that's not enough, I have a small travel set of little fine points that I carry with me with its color chart. But I'm not expecting to use that. Anyway, I'm gonna, let's see. You know, I have this urge just to pull out, just reach and pull out colors. I actually think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pull colors out that feel right. I'm going to put this back. I always grab. I love magenta. I love purples. I love magentas. I like turquoises. Most blues. I need my music. Give me a second to gather myself here. I thought I did, but every time I check in, I don't. Let me see if I can reset this page and find me so I can see if I'm in here. Keep looking. These don't look live. All right, try again. I'll hit the live page again. Just hang in there. If you want to doodle with me and have a conversation or whatever, grab your artwork and your felt tip pens or your colored pencils, or, you know, this is going to drive me crazy. Sometimes I can get in and sometimes I cannot. Not all. I don't want all. I asked for live. YouTube, why are you so difficult? I see a palette, but that's not mine. I'm just trying to find it so I can see if you can see me. Honestly. Am I live? Maybe I'm not. No, it says I am for 4 whole minutes. Hi, people. Be patient with me. You can't even tell me how to find the lives. Ooh, cherry pie. Sorry. Doodling. Let me do this. Okay, let's go. Art. I can certainly spell that, can't I? Well, looks like I can't. Where's my R? Okay, go. Art. Now, let's look live. Oh, okay, I'm getting a little annoyed. I found me yesterday, or the day before. I've been having one of those days for 2 weeks now. It's not in here. And painting, drawing. There, that's me. Here we go. Okay, I found it. I don't know how I did, but I did. One of my keywords worked. But this looks like you're going to be able to see me. No, get out of there. I don't want to swipe up for the next stream. I had a hard enough time finding this one. YouTube. Hey, folks, I see Victor and Maya. And Victor again. Do something better. Are you talking to me? Can you draw? I don't know. If you're talking to me, I'm not even drawing yet, so don't jump down my throat quite yet. Okay, I'm just going to play, and I'm going to start. Mostly, I usually start with a black and white line drawing, but today I'm going to start with the color instead. I really need my music. And I'm going to bring it down this way. I should have brought it all the way up, but I didn't, so we'll just put a little extra texture in there. I like ways of adding texture in my paintings and my drawings. This is one I'm working on. This is a watercolor painting right here. And I did the line drawing first. I never make a sketch. I just go in and start putting stuff in. To me, this is fun. I'm retired. I don't have to make a living off my art anymore. I did that for 55 years. Now I get to draw just for me. I get to do what I want. I get to work in the colors I want. And it has made my art fun for the first time since I was a kid. Yes, I loved being a professional artist. You know, it is way better than being an artist and doing something completely different for your living. Like slinging hash or working at McDonald's or selling insurance or whatever. Okay, and not that those are bad, but I did enjoy my job, and I didn't enjoy always doing what somebody else wanted, but the cool thing is you always learn. No matter what you're doing, you're always learning. I think... Go away, TikTok. I thought I shut your messages off. I don't like getting messages from all those apps. I'm trying to pick out a color now. I think... Ooh. I'm going to get a... Nope. Yeah, I'm going to get a purple. I like purple. Now let's go more purple. And here's my color chart. That's this color right here. I like this. And in order to get it, I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Now I'm going to pull this over so you're seeing what I'm doing. I could push this up higher so you could see the whole workboard, but 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it's this one. 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, there it is. But I knew it was this one. I don't trust these colors on the lids and the caps. Don't trust them. Do not trust them. Okay? And if you trust them, you're going to find out that you're going to pull a color and it is not going to be what you want. And it's not going to make you happy. If anybody has any questions, put them in the chat. And I'll try to remember to look up. Let me drop my chair a little bit. And get my desk a little closer. Ooh. I'm going to have these huge. What I'm doing right now is thinking how I want to balance this. And you'll see me sitting around looking at things and moving my hands. It's kind of how if I put this here, I can kind of see the shape, okay? It leaves it there for a couple of seconds in my head. And I go, do I like it or don't I like it? And normally, I like tension. So I'll do a lot of things that cross each other, etc. And I think I would like to do that. And so I'm going to I don't particularly like that. That's not very smooth there. Now, I'm not going to panic here if it's a little over or under, because remember, I'm going to go back in with a waterproof black pen, and what am I doing here? And fix that. Now this, how do I want to do that? Like that? Yeah, kind of actually. I kind of do. A little closer. I don't want to make that look like an arrow too much. I like geometric designs. Oh, I know why it's doing that to me. I always turn off my notifications, but I just loaded TikTok onto that tablet, and I forgot to go in and lock notifications. I do it this way because okay, these things show there, it's like a brush, okay, with impasto. You can see the brush stroke, which in some things is beneficial. But if your brush stroke isn't, now this doesn't bother me, it just to me like puts in some texture. But if I was to do something, well, what happened to that? Here it is. If I was to do something like, oops, like this, it would drive me nuts. I might do some cross hatching, something like that. Matter of fact, I might try that. Because what happens is the brush creates a texture, okay? And if I plan that texture and want that texture, fine. But if I don't, and the other thing it does is when you do something like that and you cross over, you get a double layer. These are transparent. They are, most markers are, okay? In fact, I don't know of any markers that aren't particularly. These are watercolor markers. I don't think they're the most effective ones, but just so that you can see, see some water flowing in this, and okay. Now some markers will do that anyway. I don't think as watercolor markers that they give you any watercolor qualities whatsoever. But what they do give you is the transparency that I like so much in watercolor. I like it because with the white paper shining through, that white paper gives your work a glow. I think it's what makes watercolors look so magical, even when you're not treating them like watercolors. That white paper shines through, and it truly gives a glow to the work. I'm looking to see if anybody's joined, anybody's asking any questions. I see some comments in there, but I'm going to ignore those. I don't know. They're talking to me. They're rude. I have no idea what this will look like in the end. I never know what these are going to look like in the end because I don't make any plans. That is the fun part. It's also the dangerous part because this could wind up being really ugly. But so what? What have I lost? A few hours, a piece of paper, and some, marker ink. What do I care? I can also mix this. I have acrylic markers right here. These come in, doesn't look like it with this one, although they are two different colors. These come with 2 colors per pen. Not a particular idea that I care for, but it gives you more colors. And these are acrylic. They apply differently, they work differently. These are watercolor. I don't think these are completely water-based though, because that paint would have dissolved a little better than that. More than likely they're alcohol markers and they're just calling them watercolor markers. Now, what do I want to do? I am going to go. Let me just double check. Is that a color I like? How's it looking here? I'm going to go with a green. I like... This may not be either light or dark enough hue. It's a little bit close to this one. And these two, this is a little lighter. But they're awful close together. I'd like to have something that's... Oh. I'm going to stay with these are kind of subdued jewel tones. I think I'm going to stay with those. Do I have a lighter one that I like better? No. Now this is more of an aqua. I could spend as much time picking my colors out. Colors are important to me, and they're important on something like this. My whole thing is color and form. I like line. I like abstracts because an abstract is the pure elements of art. It's color, it's line, it's form, it's movement. And you're not under any obligation to make it look like anything. Although no matter what you do with an abstract, people are going to try and see something in it. No, I don't like that. That's not a color I'm actually fond of. I keep getting drawn back to this one. And so I'm going with that. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need little 2 hands for this one to get him out. Wow, that was difficult. Hey Google, set Ecobee to 80, please.
Set to 80 degrees.
Do I have any wild urges? Actually, I do. I think my circle is larger on this one. I have just a circle one. There he is. You know what bugs me? There he is. That's the one I wanted. What bugs me is I had all this stuff. I had it for decades, and I can't find it. I lost it in one of my moves. These usually have little feet on them. This one has an indentation, which is really kind of useless. So I'm going to have to be very careful while I apply this. Yeah. And then I'm going to overlap this. Okay, so it doesn't smear underneath. You really don't want it to do that. This is basically I'm laying down the background, you know, the base art. Because when I get my forms in and feel like it's ready, then I'm going to go in with details. I'm not going to stop right now. Well, I made a mess out of that one, but that's okay. Just press down a little harder, make the tip a little broader. I'll take this, I'll download it off of here, and I'll take it into my video program, and I'll speed it up and for social media. And I'd love to watch these sped up. I wish I could draw them that fast. But maybe I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I could. I want some music. And I've got the player on my phone up there, which I can't get to. I wish everything was like smart so I could say, hey, Samsung, play music. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Google, can you play music?
Okay, here's a Spotify playlist called Today's Top Hits.
No, I don't want today's top hits. Go back to and if you guys don't like it, if you really hate it and you want to stay, let me know. But go back to the 60s. Give me the 60s top hits. Hey, Google, go to Spotify and play 60s top hits. And don't play it loud.
For that, you'll need to have a Spotify account linked to Google. I can check if you have an account already by sharing your name, email address, and profile picture with Spotify.
Okay, do that.
Is that all right?
That is just fine. Use the Pop Art Diva address.
Sorry, did you want me to check if you have a Spotify account?
Yes, dear. Typical guy.
So, to use Spotify, an account has to be linked to Google. If you want, I can share your name, email address, and profile picture with them to check for an account.
That is fine.
Want me to do that?
Yes, please. Please do that, Google. Yes, please.
Got it. I found your account, and I can link it for you.
Excellent,
But
thank you.
first, here's some info. When you ask for something on Spotify, Google will have to send them your request. And when you link your account, you're agreeing that Google may see your account information, control your media when you ask for it, and see your media content. Let me know if you want to hear more details.
No, that's fine. I understand.
Are you
Go
ready
for
to
it.
link your account?
Link it up. Hey Google, is it playing anything?
You.
No.
The first one is Play It Again Sports.
No.
The second one is
Hey
Golf
Google.
and Stuff.
I don't want that stuff. Be quiet. Play some 60s music from my playlists on Spotify, please. Do I have to say, hey Google again? Play my 60s playlist from Spotify.
For that, you'll need to have a Spotify account linked
I
to Google.
did. I thought you
I can check
linked
if you
it.
have an account already by sharing your name, email
This is what I
address,
go through
and
with him.
profile picture with Spotify. Is that all right?
You said you already did it. Yes, that's all right. Link my account and play some music.
Got it. Check out this My Supermix station on
Here he
YouTube
goes.
Music.
He's going to play YouTube instead. I don't want my Supermix on YouTube. I'm sure I'm going to hate it.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things...
Hey, Google,
That accounts.
stop casting. Hey, Google, stop YouTube casting on the music.
Playing on YouTube Music.
No, stop it. Stop music casting. Hey, Google, stop music casting. I swear. I want
There's always been groups of people that never could see eye to eye.
Hey, Google, stop that noise. Now.
Got it.
Never mind.
I'll be so quiet.
Hey, Google, I'm going to ask you.
Sorry. Did you want me to check if you have a Spotify account?
Oh my God, shoot me. Yes, please do.
Sure. I found your account, and I can link it for you.
Can
But
you
first,
draw?
here's some info.
I don't want any more
When
info.
you ask for something
Oh,
on Spotify,
God.
Google will have to send them your request.
Draw
And when you link your
rounds.
account,
You are
you're
asking,
agreeing that Google
can
may see
I
your
draw
account
your
information,
PFP?
Control your media when you
I
ask
don't know
for
what
it,
a
and see your media
PFP
content.
is.
Let me know if you want to hear more details.
If it's dirty, go
So,
away.
are you ready to link your account?
Or, yes, I am. And I'm sure I can, but I'm retired, dear.
Great. It's linked. Sure. Here's the Spotify playlist called All Out 60s.
Perfect, play that. Hey, Google, perfect, play that. And turn the sound down.
Choosing songs is only available to Spotify Premium subscribers.
I
But
didn't
give
ask
this
you to choose
Spotify
a song.
Perfect station a listen.
If you play me some more crap. Hey, Google. Hey, Google, stop that crap right now. Hey, Google, I don't like that.
Sorry, it looks like those lights haven't been set up yet.
Hey, Google, shut up. Casting that right now. Good, I'm not drawing anything. I'm fighting with Google again. I hate Google. Okay. Hey, Google, you found my Spotify. Play some 60s music from it.
Okay, here's a Spotify playlist called All Out 60s.
Now let's see if he manages to get that to play. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google, set volume to 40%. Ugh. It's going to pick out every song from the 60s that I hated. It's going to be one of those days. Actually, I don't mind that song. Do, 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 do. Well, what do I want to do? I'm going to pop something on this. Peach might work with this. I don't have a... Sorry, folks. Actually, if I get my colored pencils out and turn this into a mix... Oh, I can't get a hold of it. Okay, hang on. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, I got a lot more past peaches. All right, so we're solving the problem because I didn't like those peaches, but I do like these. So see, there's peaches in here. Look at those. Ooh, 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 right there. Okay, and this goes to the red. No, you're too red, but I like you. So you are 3, 6, 10. 3, 6, 9, and 10. This will take a little cut it. I don't know why I'm having a time today, but I sure am. Now, the nice thing about this, and you can shade these. There's different ways to do it. I don't try to blend them. The result is not satisfactory to me, and so I will do other things. And I'm not at that point yet. But while I'm doing the colored pencil, I am going to blend. Hey, Google, bring... Oh, I forgot to put my phone on. Do not disturb. Oh, it's Friday. Everybody's leaving work early and cheating. And you can barely see this color on there. I find that very interesting. The light is probably bouncing off. Interesting. Now, ooh, if I mix this peach and this blue together, I am not going to like that combination. I can almost guarantee I'm not going to. So this is going to go under. I was thinking about making it go over, but no. I'm going to fill this whole thing in with this peach. And then I'm going to come back and tone it with another color. And I'm pushing a little harder on this side than I was on the other. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you just want to chat without being annoying to me, because so far, the thing is, I'm old, and I'm not going to have a problem telling you that you annoy me. Because I'm old, I don't have a lot of time left, and I ain't going to waste it on anybody who annoys me. It's just pretty damn simple. And there you go. That's my first curse word. Somebody put $5 in my jar. No, I'm not going to put it in. I don't put it in. You put it in. Why would I put a jar out and put money in? I want your money. Don't you all say the boomers are like that? We want all your money? Yeah, I got news for you guys. I'm one of the boomers who marched. I got thrown in jail. Once for every cause I marched for. And I got hit with a cattle prod. And you don't want to have that happen. Now I like this peach, but I need to pop it up with something a little warmer. I don't like that. I'm distrustful of fluorescence because many, many years ago. Oh, wait, here it is. All right, there it is. Is that warm enough? Yes, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God, light my fire by the doors. Now we're talking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay to you. Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Doggett, these stupid nails, they make everything harder. Fire. Do I want, oh yeah, I want the brighter color more towards the center. Brighter colors will draw your eye to them. So you don't want to pull your eye off the page. And you need to, when you're doing something spontaneous like this, you need to keep that in mind the whole time you are working on it, so that you don't accidentally do something like that. I like a design that flows around the page and moves your eye in and out, and then gives you several different focal areas to look at. Oh, whoops. Oops. Oh, I'm back. Okay. I'm new to this streaming on. I haven't had time until now. I mean, honestly, before I was retired, I didn't have time for this crap. I was working. I had so many job offers, I had to farm a lot of them out. I always farmed out the boring stuff to a lot of my students. Well, wouldn't you? I keep the fun stuff, they get the boring stuff. You really can't see that peach. It's amazing how the light wipes it out. I'm going to try something. This has got different kinds of... I don't think that this works. Oh no, that's going to turn off my camera. I don't want that. I wish they had a decent remote on this, where I could manage the light from the remote. Okay. Now let's see, is this the light bright, or that's not changing the light? Ah, that's interesting. bothers me, but that's definitely fluorescent. Oh, I hate that. It's not doing anything. Look at that. That's interesting. Oh, now you can see the yellow more with this. That's interesting. Oh, I do not like that. That bothers my eyes. Alright, I'm going back. Alright, there we go. But it's interesting how, see, all these lights, they're on a spectrum. And there's something about this spectrum that kind of fades out that peach. But then, you don't have to worry about that. I'm drawing this, so I'm the one who has to make sure that it looks good here, not there. Are you talking to me, I guess? Yes, I am good, and I am in Tucson. And I'm looking, Serbi official? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, and I apologize if I didn't. And thank you for asking a question. That makes this so much more enjoyable, having a little conversation and sharing. You know, that's what the art community is for. I mean, we are, you know, we're not here to guard any gates. We are here to share information, share knowledge, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just drawing. I'm not doing it very quickly. But this is just, no drawing, no plans here. I am just I am from Tucson. Where are you from? I'm from Tucson, Arizona in the United States. But anyway, this is unplanned. I'm just drawing color in here. Normally, when I do these, I will do the line work first, like I did on this one. Okay. Well, hello to you in India. And then I come in with the colors. This one is way, I'll go back to it. Sometimes I'll stop and do I just get an urge to do something else. And I'm not on any deadline, so I get to do that now. I'm retired as a professional artist, so I get to draw what I want. Now, and this gives me a little bit of texture. Now, I'm going to try something. Since these are supposedly watercolor, I want to see, let me see if I can find my watercolor. Hold on, is this it? Well, I have one of these filled with alcohol, and I don't think they're in here. I think they're behind there. Just let me double check. Yeah, these are all water. All right, and I don't want to dig back there because my thing's going to fall over. So what I'm going to do, this is a spray bottle, and it puts out a nice little mist. And I've got a couple of these. I've got one with water and one with alcohol. These are watercolor tricks, okay? Ones that I use a lot. And then I have also a little canister of sea salt. Actually, this is bigger than sea salt. Okay, nice big chunks of salt that also help create textures in art. But I'm going to be back here spraying it because I don't want to get it on that. But I just want to get this good and wet on the brush. And then I'm going to try something. And I want to see if it does. Oh, it does. Oh, look, it's doing it over here. All right, that's okay. It does. Now, it's interesting. It doesn't do it quite the same way. What's interesting about it is on watercolor, what happens is you get more of this. It pulls the paint from the center of the drop and pushes it towards the edge. So you get a dark ring and then white. But it is not doing that on the green. And I'm finding that very interesting. Let's see if I add some more in there, if it'll do it on the green. Yeah, it is. Now, these create some really interesting texture. You can do it this way, which is very controlled, okay? Or you can spray it on, which I don't want to do right now, okay? I don't want to hit these, and I'd rather do it this way. I find this interesting, but this is kind of exciting. I do not know who wants me, and I do not care. Well, thank you very much. I will. I have, I'm kind of working on these. The whole thing started with a little bunch of studies of Kandinsky. I love Kandinsky. And then I kind of read about this thing called neurographic art. And so I started doing a little bit, and then, you know, then combined it. So these are watercolor, little watercolor studies. This one's not finished. This one doesn't have the details in it yet. Boy, those colors look really ugly on my screen. They look almost fluorescent. That yellow and that pink. Blech. They aren't those colors. They're much more subtle than that. Okay. But see all these little details in here? They come in later. Now, see these little dots here? They're done exactly the same way I'm doing this. Okay? So, if you want something like that, you don't have to paint the dots and then paint around them. Or paint the whole thing and then paint dots on top. You can pull little tricks like this. There's lots of them. There's a lot of different fun things you can do. Anyway, I'm not really doing a tutorial today, but if I have something interesting to say that I think it does look like bubbles, I know. I think that's why I like it. You could actually make it look more by coming in and doing a highlight here. And let's give these a couple of seconds. And then I'm going to do some more little ones. Okay, now I don't know if they're going to work because this needed to get hit a couple of times to get that light. And yeah, I'm going to have to dot it like this. Because one little dot isn't doing it, but I'm going to have to. So I'm only going to be able to make them so small. Can you see them? You can't really. They're not. It's not enough. There you go. See? All right. Yes, this was my music, the 60s. Although they're playing some crap. Oh, sorry. The only thing that had good so far was The Doors. Light My Fire. That was our cruising song. Well, hey, Serby, I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to draw until I can't. I'm in a wheelchair, so sometimes I run out of juice. Okay, my back can't stand up for a long time. And so I have to stop. And that's kind of what I'm going to work until I don't want to push it. If I push it, then I can't work for 2 days. You know, so I have to be kind of careful. Now I'm adding some more little teeny tiny ones here, but you won't be able to see them. You can start to see some of those a little bit better though. As it spreads a little more, I notice you get I love the fact that you get almost a decent circle with this. You don't even have to work at it. Okay? Now, I don't have a problem with that. And I'm going to take, since this has got one here, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put one, yeah, right here. I know. I don't know why, and I don't care. I'm just doing it. I don't want that to look like an accident, so I'm putting another one in here. Now, this is interesting. This one's got a little bit more backwash on it. See, this one's a little wilder. And that means there's a difference in this marker and this marker. The difference is more than likely coming from the hue itself and the qualities of the materials that make that color and how they react Oh, this is, oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. And I just did. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to just do some, okay, okay. I'm going to sing it again. Here it comes. That was a happy accident. A little happy accident. Sorry. Let's see. So now I do subscribe. Oh, thank you. Please do. Drawing is very relaxing. Oh, this really went to town out here. Okay? That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. All right? Again, this is an exercise. And when I come in later with the fine tips of my felt tips here and more colored pencils for details and stuff, you won't even remember that's there. But I am going to exaggerate it a little bit here and do this. I'm going to completely fill this with, and I want to keep it away from that edge. There. Okay. There. I'm going to fill it up and give it more texture. This is, when it's pushing, they call that, there's a couple of names for the backwash, okay? When you have a dry or even a wet area down with paint in it, and you add another wet paint to it, that wet paint will go in and do just what this does. It will push the original color. It will push it out to where it's flowing. And then create a darker edge, because the two colors come together and create a darker edge. All right. Now this is kind of interesting, okay? But this needs to be lighter, because I don't want all that dark down there. It changed this color too. What I'm seeing is more pink in here. So as the color bloomed, that's another word for the backwash. It's blooming. I like that term though. But as it bloomed, the pigment separated into the colors that created it, which is a cool red and a cool blue. All right, that's how you make purple. And if you want a reddish magenta purple, you go with more of the pink. And if you want a darker purple, you go with more of the blue. Okay, coming in this live. I don't know. I'm going to try and do live every day. It's just a matter of when I get to it. I'm retired. You'd think I could do it whenever I wanted. But I swear I'm busier now than I was when I worked. And it's a little irritating. Kind of bugs me because I'm retired. My whole point was I don't have to draw anymore, and I can sleep late. I can sleep late and cuddle in the bed with my little cuddly kitty, where it's nice and warm, in the winter or whatever, and kind of get up and slowly have my coffee and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to move this over because I'm not really painting here, but I sleep as late as I want, and then get up and come in and start working when I want, work as long as I want, or as long as I can. I do art 24/7. I really would. Okay, I might take a break every once in a while. Now, this is not, I wanted to work with my felt tips. Now, would you like to see how many colored pencils I have? And this is just one set. I've got 6 sets. Oh, there's another set in here. They're metallics. I rarely use them. Just for special effects on cards or something. Okay? Whenever this is an extra black. It's a Prismacolor. By the way, these are not bad. These aren't Prismacolor, but these are not bad pencils. They're, what are they? Brute Funer or something like that. I think they're German. Pretty good. And I got these at Temu. So they were well priced. Okay? Very nicely priced. But Temu actually has some nice stuff. Alright, I'm not going to put this completely up. But it's got a handle on it, so I am going to, first of all, let that drop out so I don't lose it. I'm going to put it down here where I can reach it easy enough. But I'm going back to my felt tips. Take my home. This is technically not a 60s song. This is Elvis, and this is technically a late 50s song. But that's okay. I remember this. My sister had it on a music box. Falling in love with you. Bye, Sir B. Thanks for stopping by. Come back whenever you can. Normally, I'll try and tell people when I'm going to do a live, but today I just popped on. I am going to, okay, I want to put a green in here. Now, I need to get this back. I think I can have these mint greens. They get so rarely used. I can't abide that color. I have a thing about that color. And I love these. Oh, this is very wet. Oh, now look at this. This is interesting. Look how much this continued to bloom. It kind of went to town, past what I would like to have had it do. But I can fix that. Okay. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll keep looking. Now, I got a peach in here. I don't want to put pink here. Too close to that. Do I want to put a pink in here? Ooh. Yeah, one of these kind of warmer, these kind of peachy pinks would be actually... Where would I put it? Okay, I'm not working. Take care. Bye, Serby. And there went my mind. Senior moment. I'm working without any plan, any sketch. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Okay, that's the way I do all of these. All right, every one of these. The ones, now sometimes I draw them first. I draw the borders on first. This time I decided I'm putting the color in first. Okay, it just depends on how I don't know, what I feel or whatever. All right, so you're seeing the whole process, basically. You're seeing me planning it and drawing it at the same time. And I probably won't finish this today because I'm kind of moving slowly about the colors because I'm working in odd colors for me. But that's okay. I think I am going to put a pink in there. I haven't shaded anything yet either. So you might want to come back for that. God knows when I'll be here. But again, any questions you have, feel free to ask. You know, though, I actually do. There's a place that I do want to use this. Can you believe that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's right here. I wish I had another 1 extra foot on this table. Okay. All right, here he is. Is this, okay, is this it? This shows it, that this is the one. Yep. Boy, and I'll tell you, look at this. Here is the color swatch for this pen. I keep calling, I'm sorry, yes, I call them felt tip pens because once upon a time, I was alive when these came out, okay? I'm older than felt tip pens are, all right? I think I am because I remember when they came out, okay? And everybody was getting stoned on them, smelling them. But look at this. Here's the color it comes out. Here's the tip. And here is the cap. Now, tell me you can't trust. I mean, seriously, you can't trust? You can't trust this or this. Okay? Of course, the tip itself is going to have a greater concentration of the pigment because, well, that's my air conditioner. Yeah, it's the end of February and I have the air conditioner on because this is Arizona and I do not have, do I have? I don't think I've got, I think I used the biggest circle I did. So I'm going to have to do this freehand. And I hate doing circles freehand. But I'll live through it. Okay, wow, that is still wet. That's worse than watercolor. But that was not actually, I mean, I did these with alcohol, but this ended up, I was using water, and that is why it did what it did. The alcohol will give you more control. Water will not give you as much control. And I forgot, I have one of these pens, and I can't find him, and I know he's behind there, that, because I marked him, all right, with a Sharpie. I marked the plastic so I could see the color, because this is water, but that pen has alcohol in it. But I couldn't find it, so I just used the tip of this one and sprayed some alcohol in it, and then I just kept going and forgot that was water. And it went a little nuts right in there. Okay, I'm not madly in love with this. I'm going to have to double this color, and it's not going to be the pastel green that I thought would look nice against this. But there's a way to fix that too. And the way to fix that, okay, is grab those colored pencils and grab a white. I have extra whites. When I buy colored pencils, when I buy anything, okay, that comes naturally with a black and white. Now, I don't use, you have to understand, I do not use black for black, okay? I use it for other things. But I don't use, I use, if I want something to be very, very dark and in shadow and where most people would put black, I won't do that. I will use the color that it's next to, okay, or surrounding it, and its opposite. And I will create a deep, dark, and it's actually not even a black. It'll be a dark brown or something, okay? But black pens, paints, they're very, now I'm using a white pencil on this. And it's not, again, yeah, this is one of the Brutfuners. I don't know. I don't speak German. But this is going to smooth that out and lighten up the darker areas and give me back that mint green, which I generally hate, but I think it works with this color. Plus it picks up this color and it gives me an opportunity to get my chartreuses. I call them chartreuse, yellow green, another name for them, which I can't say. But I happen to like that color a lot. And I'm going to get him in here. And then I think I'm going to just kind of bring in some more blues and some more purples and keep this somewhat limited. Maybe an accent somewhere. Any questions, Rhonda? Feel free to ask. Just type them into the chat. Hey, Google, turn eco in here.
Set to 81 degrees.
Thank you. Not quite what I wanted, but I guess this design in there and it'll cover. Oh, I don't know what I just did with my... I got a package. I have an art haul sitting down next to me that after I get done, I get to go through my bag. And where did I get this? Oh, here it is. I get to go through my bag and open up my new art supplies. Like I need art supplies. Huh. I got a hole in the head. Especially these particular ones. I am fascinated by the teeny weeny little watercolor palettes. Isn't that adorable? Look at that. And it just fits perfectly on one of these little books. Okay. It has a clamp. And the clamp has a magnet on it, and you just clamp it on there. It's a pretty strong clamp too. I can barely get it open. And then you just put it on there. And there's your mixer. And then I have a little water bowl that clamps on there. And then I have, I didn't need it for this because, you know, you don't wipe your brush when you're not using brushes. When I paint, I keep tennis wristbands. They're cotton. I keep they're supposed to keep the sweat from going down the player's hand so he doesn't lose his grip. Well, they're perfect to wipe the brush off on. Okay, that's all right for the time being. Let's put him back, and I'm going to get these. Ooh. All right, so I've got these two now. Which one? This is more cool. This has more yellow in it. This one's too close to this. I'm gonna go with this one, and I may grab that. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Let me get it out, and then I may grab this and go over it. Okay, brown, that's this one. That's this one, and then I want this one. Because this, oh, I like that song. Don't you love that the song came before the movie? You're much too cute. That's Roy Orbison. Now, see, here's these little guys, and I can do all sorts of interesting things with these. Okay? Now, what's interesting about, look how this green, boy, this is going to need some help here. But this green, this yellow green and this almost red violet, they're opposite colors on the color wheel. Oh, there's my little head. There's my nose. Right there. There's my hair. And my nose. Okay. And see how they create almost a black, it's kind of a warm brown greeny color. But it's, ooh, I like that. This looks burnt. Oh, I like this. Look at this. This makes this look burnt. How cool is that? Oh. Ooh, look. Isn't that neat? Oh, I love this. Now, that's unusual and not quite in fitting. It's very, that's sort of painterly as opposed to, okay, as opposed to the rest of this, which is very graphic. So I'm going to have to find something similar or more painterly, or try to repeat this kind of look somewhere else in here. But isn't that interesting with this? It makes it look, I love it. I absolutely love it. This is very, very close to this. Is this going to be enough of a... All right. Now, I want to leave some room because I want to play a little bit. I want to do some linear work on this. That is cool. And it's because of this texture that it looks like that. Because this looks like parchment paper, only it's purple. I don't know if you guys are young generation or not, but this this generations behind me, you just have absolutely no problem just breaking out. And you've done some stuff that's just, yes, there is some new stuff under the sun. You know, they used to say there's nothing new under the sun. That's not true. I have seen some styles and some work that is just, you know, I'm really liking the unbalance of this a lot. I like the concentration of energy here and the lack of it here. Now, this is a point that I'm really liking the basic form of this. Now, this isn't going to be completely empty, but this is where I take a lot of time and I play with, you know, I'll do things like you saw me doing this, where I'm going around and going, do I want to go here or do I want to go here? Boy, I like this. I wonder if I should put the linear, you know, but this needs to be balanced. What would balance with that? Let me see. Let me see what would balance with. Oh, I didn't get my pink in, did I? But I don't want to put the pink next. I don't want to put the pink here. Shoot. I really, well. Into this. And I didn't stand a chance. Yeah, I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is on my back page, starting from this one. Yep, that's it. Oh my God, the Beach Boys. This really is my music. Those guys can sing higher than I can. I'm an alto. I'm Dean Martin, you know. I'm right there with him. Oh, no, I didn't want that much weight down here. I like this. Okay. No. That was a cute idea, but no. I really like the idea of continuing that circle. Yeah, I am going to like this color here. The problem is I don't want to put it there. I don't want to put it here. Do I? No. Cause it's never been beat with the girls we meet. No, it's too close to this. Wait a minute. I don't want to put an eye in there. I don't want to put something recognizable. But I want this. I'm hoping this color is very close to this, and I think it is. Because look how nice this, especially with this purple, this looks. With these two colors, it looks great, but these things just pop it. Okay, now wait a minute. What if I did this, that in circles? This has got enough room to do it, and yes, I think I've got it. Now yeah, I want the fat circle. So how many do I need? Let's start with the little circle. Okay. How am I going to get in there? Am I going to get 4? Okay, it's not what I wanted. The circles would have made me happier. But the universe said, no, you're not getting circles. We'll show you. Now, I like that, and I want you to notice that there's mistakes all over here. This was a mistake. I meant to put this one in here, but this one dripped and I didn't even see it. And then I went in here, and this was a really big mistake because it's sloppy. Because this wasn't alcohol. This was water. Okay? And see how the alcohol maintains that circle? The water does not. The interesting thing is if you watch the water, it feeds faster and goes more towards the darker lines. So the more pigment, the more it pulls. Okay, that more pigment pulls the bloom towards it. It doesn't really matter, I just think it's interesting. My mind is slightly overactive. Okay. And then, of course, this was a mistake. But I'm at the place now. I did want that pink in, that peachy pink. That's peach, but I wanted that color in there. Now, I am my back's starting to hurt. I'm going to have to either stop or take a break. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is the green. Okay. Let me put these. If I don't put these back now, my colors, I'll have too many out, and then I will have to redo them, and it'll drive me nuts. Okay. So, I may take a little break. It's 3 o'clock, and I may go offline, and I may come back. And then again, I may not. I can't guarantee I will. But I'm actually thinking of resting. I've got to get my legs up, and I've got to get them off. I've got to get in a position that doesn't put any pressure on my back. And that'll give me time to look at this off of the air, so to speak, and make some decisions. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little break. If I do come back, look for me about 5 o'clock for an hour or so, maybe. Okay? If not, I may be back on tomorrow, and I do not know what time. But I'll try and schedule it, okay? I'll try and get up in the morning and schedule it so that you can go into, if you're subscribed, you can go in and look, and it'll tell you. All right? Thank you. I appreciate everybody who did come by. I didn't have many, but the ones I did have were pleasant. So I thank you very much. And I'm going to sign off now, and I will be back. Don't you love it? My remote does not seem to be working. So that means that I have to turn this off up there. So hang on while I do that. Ow. I have to bring this closer to me here. I don't know where the off button is. It's right underneath my cam. Ah, there it is. Of course, it's right underneath where I gotta go. Okay. Sorry about that.